Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel, Mayta. What If. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Neglected and Built Skynet. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And as for why I did not upload it, story on Apollo Uchiha, if you guys don't know already yet, because I uploaded a community post just a few moments ago before making this video. It's just that the whole day has been a hectic day for me today. The PCU got toasted, the power supply unit of my PC. Yeah, it got toasted, the previous one. Now I got a better one. It's okay, I guess. And yeah, the PC is working fine. So I had little to no time to make just a video for Mayta What If today. So yeah, that is why I apologize to you guys for not uploading a video on Apollo Uchiha. But I hope you guys enjoy this one and leave your comments down in the comment section below for your ideas so that we can make more stories on both the channels from tomorrow onwards. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 2 days after the QB attack, as we go towards the Hokage office, where we see Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage, was currently overworking as he had dark circles under his eyes and was doing paperwork which was in mountains in front of him. As there was a knock on the door, and once the door opened, in came his sensei, Jiraiya, who has heard what has happened a few nights ago on October 9th and returned as fast as he could. I got the news and returned as fast as I could. I was all the way on the other side of elemental nations. Sorry it took me some time. Yeah, it's okay, Sensei. How many? What? How many did die? Minato. It's enough. It's not a lot, but still enough for people to grieve and whatnot. You don't look okay yourself. Yeah. I had to come up with a seal. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, but I couldn't use the Reaper that seal. It's alright. I'm glad that you didn't do it. You took my suggestion and forgot about that seal altogether. That is a cursed seal that should never have even existed. I guess you're right. Well, it looks like you're quite a lot under work. Where is Sensei? Hiruzen sama is well injured. It happened while I was trying to seal the Biju away. Kushina also was in a critical condition. She and my kids are currently under watch by Tsunade-sama, who I was able to call back. I see. Tsunade is here, huh? Yeah. What time is it? It's almost noon, Minato. Well, it's time for my break anyways, so how about we go and see how they are? Alright, let's get going then. And so Minato, after taking a small break, arrived inside the hospital room. A secluded one, which was a VIP room for his family, as once he arrived there, Tsunade was still standing there with a board in her hand, checking vitals of Kushina and the children. Ah, Minato. Jiraiya, that is a surprise. Took you long enough to get back. Even I arrived more earlier than you after hearing what happened. Very funny, Hime. I was on the other side of the elemental nations. If I had been near, I would have arrived. Yeah, whatever you say, Jiraiya. It's good to see you too, Tsunade. Yes, I know. Tsunade-sama. How is everything? Everything is fine. Your kids are okay, their vitals are normal, and so could be said for Kushina. The Jinchurikis, they too are, well, normal as per se. Except for, well, Naruto maybe. What? What happened to him? Who is Naruto? That blonde one over there, Jiraiya. As now we see, Jiraiya's gaze went towards the kids. They were laying in 3 separate small beds, next to each other. 2 of them were redheads, and one of them was blonde-haired one. The blonde one? Yes, Jiraiya, the blonde one. He's Naruto. I see. How did you seal the cube exactly, Minato? Well, I sealed the chakra in Menma and Mito, the redheads, and the soul into Naruto. What is wrong with him? Is something going on? The seal that you use might have damaged his chakra coils a bit. He might feel extreme pain and he could even die trying to use chakra. I haven't told that to Kushina because she is still under, well, comatose state because of the medications that I gave her. I see. So, is she okay? She's fine, and so are your kids. It's just one of them cannot become a shinobi, I'm afraid. It's fine, I guess, as long as he is alive. as Minato then went towards his children to check on them, while Jiraiya stood behind and had a frown on his face and a thoughtful look. As after that, we have a time skip of a week later. Funerals were held as well as the paperwork finally settled down. The daimyo has sent help as well as funding to rebuild the village. While this was going on, we see Minato was given the good news that Kushina has finally woken up as he dashed towards the hospital. Once he arrived there, he bursted through the door. Kushina! Minato, you're going to scare the kids. Kushina said, who was a little bit weakened, but seeing Minato in that state in which his hair was messy as well as his clothes were dirty and his eyes, they had bags under them now. She felt shocked. Minato, aren't you taking care of yourself? That's not important. As he arrived and hugged his wife and Wasabi, I'm glad that you're okay. They're fine as well. I'm glad everyone is fine. As Kushina was also quite happy with that. How did this even happen? What happened to that person that attacked us? As that is when Jiraiya as well as Hiruzen arrived. We heard what happened. Congratulations, Minato. Kushina, I know it is late, but congratulations. Hiruzen-sama, I forgot to check on you. How are you? I recovered early on from Kushina. I have been for the past 3 days, but taking it easy. You still should, Sensei, says Tsunade. Oh, I will, Tsunade. I will. So, as Tsunade explained and debriefed about the kids and their health to everyone, Kushina was taken aback. You mean to say my son, the one who has the soul within him, his seal is not functioning properly? You don't need to upgrade the seal or try to temper with it, Kushina. It could be disastrous. The kid has chakra coils, but it would cause him extreme amount of pain if chakra is pumped through it. Because of the seal nature, as well as the QB soul being sealed within him. I see. And so, Kushina let it go. And for the time being, Minato and Kushina were happy that their kids were okay. As after this was settled and Kushina was moved back to home a few days later, Jiraiya was still there. Sensei, I don't mean to say this, but aren't you, I will leave, but before I do, I have to speak with you in private about something. And so Minato and Jiraiya went on a walk. Listen, Minato, and listen to me well. I'm gonna say this only once. It's about prophecy. The prophecy that I told you about when you were a young man, before you become the Kage or married Kushina. I remember. The child of prophecy who would save the world and whatnot, right? It can doom the world or save the world. We really need to be cautious here. An extraordinary mind, like no other, and power at his fingertips and hands. We need to be cautious in picking who it is, and I might think I might have narrowed down it to 2 of them. What do you mean by that? Your kids. They are the potential candidates, and 2 of them are already narrowed down, Menma and Mito. The redheads. What do you mean by that, my kids and Menma and Mito? What about Naruto? Naruto could be also the child of prophecy. No. It has to be a shinobi, the power at the fingertips, as well as him being allowed to be turned against us or with us. It's a double-edged sword, Minato, and we need to be extremely careful. I want you to observe them and make sure that you raise them with care. Watch over the 2 of them. I understand, but listen, Minato, I know that you might say what I'm saying is quite bad, but one life is not important above the rest of the elemental nations. And besides, once this is settled, you can go back to being a family. I have seen a lot of bonds that were broken and shattered, and yet in the end they were able to mend themselves. I understand, Sensei. And so, once Jiraiya left, Minato returned and told the same thing to Kushina. And surprisingly enough, she agreed. And so, that was the turning point in the life of one Naruto Uzumaki. As now we have a time skip of 5 years later, where we see Naruto watching from a window upstairs in the attic where he was moved for the past 2 years, ever since he could walk and take care of himself at the age of 3, as he was watching in the towards the backyard where his 2 older siblings, by a few minutes only, were being under training by their mother, Kushina Uzumaki, as Naruto watched with a frown on his face. As He pulled the curtains again and went to flump on his bed. His room was small and it was filled with books of all sorts of things. Unlike his siblings and parents who were adamant on learning about fine arts as well as about all the shinobi arts and whatnot, he, since he couldn't learn it and was forbidden to even touch a book of that sort, was now busy learning about other sort of stuff. He has been able to acquire some books through his father from the Snow Country, which was a country that was quite advanced in tech. Minato, being Minato, was not given enough time and was not able to understand the books behind it. So, seeing that they were useless and taking up space, he gave them away to Naruto. So to make sure that he doesn't bother him. As now we see, Naruto has placed all over the place a lot of notes and whatnot. He was building something, and he was sure once it was done, his father and mother and everyone would love it and finally would accept him. And so now we see an year passed. Naruto worked rigorously day in and day out while not bothering anyone. He felt sad when his birthday was missed, and he more like was not invited to the birthday party while remaining an addict throughout the whole night. He worked. And so once their 7th birthday party arrived, Naruto was there. As everyone was celebrating, Naruto arrived, and in his hand was a small machine. As Minato and Kushina looked at him, Naruto, what is that? Kajan, Tojan, I have something that I created after reading the books. What is this, my dear boy? This is my prototype 1. What does it do actually? Asked Hiruzen with a lot of curiosity. It is designed to help out throughout the home, like cleaning stuff and whatnot, and also doing chores. I was gonna show this to you today. I did not anticipate there would be a lot of people here. Well, go on ahead. As in front of everyone, Naruto tried to show it, and it didn't work at first. It didn't work. What could have been expected from you, Naruto? Lying just to get attention? Seriously? How foolish you could be. And seeing that everyone else was laughing, Naruto said, no, it is supposed to work. Let me check. Naruto, enough. Why don't you go to your room, son? I'll talk to you in the night. And so, once Naruto was told to leave, he grabbed his machine and left while everyone else laughed. The kid wanted to show us something. It was already a useless machine, but, well, seeing it fail, it is much more waste of time. Well, I apologize on his behalf. He has been quite difficult to handle for us as well. Why don't we continue on with this party and celebration? Please. And so everyone continued on and cheers while Naruto, clutching his small machine that he has created over his hard work, was now moving upstairs. Tears were in his eyes, unshed ones, as he clutched it. But it was supposed to work. And once arriving upstairs, he saw that he did not place the battery in, because they were still on his table. And once he placed them in, Naruto knew he had to show it to them, but he knew he would wait because his father told him that he would come. And so Minato did. But once Naruto opened the door and wanted to show him, he slapped Naruto across the face. How dare you? You know how embarrassed I felt? I told you to stay up here. But enough! I did not raised a liar. We have enough of problems to deal with as it already is. We do not need any more of them, especially from you, Naruto. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Said Minato. I understand. Naruto said in a low voice as he shedded tears. Good. As Minato slammed the door shut and left. As Naruto watched his small robot working and fixing up his room that he has built. As he shedded tears watching it. While on the other side, Naruto walked up to it and turned it off. Instead of wanting to throw it away, Naruto hugged it close and then went to bed. Whole night wondering why did he not thought of the batteries. Maybe it was his mistake. But the next morning when he came downstairs, he found that the whole house was empty. Thinking that everyone has left, he waited until the night time. wanting to apologize and whatnot, but nobody came. That is until he found a letter at the dining table. We are leaving on a training trip. Do not cause trouble for anyone. We will return when we have been finished. Your siblings, they, alongside us and my sensei Jiraiya, have decided it is time for them to be trained, since they are the children of prophecy. I beg of you, do not cause any problem for us, more than you already have. I do not need to feel ashamed when I return. Minato. As Naruto, hearing this, crumbled the ladder and threw it, as he felt rage, burning rage for the first time. And at that moment, his genius mind that was capable of building something that the whole Konoha could not if they put their minds together, realized one thing. He was not cared about here. He was not liked here. He was never supposed to be a part of this family or village. If he can be a part of it, then so be it. He's gonna show them. He's gonna show them all how genius he is and how regretful they will be for this. They will pay for this. And so Naruto went to work. As he was doing so, he forgot to turn off his robot, the small one, prototype 1, that was watching this. As the prototype's blue eyes turned red, Naruto has given it a personality and coded it with being loyal, but loyal to him. And seeing his owner and godfather or father in distress, Prototype 1 couldn't bear, while his father constructed and built it and created things until he collapsed. Prototype 1, also seeing the notes as well as learning because of his adaptive skills, began to do the same, and was modifying the stuff that his father was creating, and himself as well. And so time began to pass by. The Prototype 1 helped Naruto by giving him enough supplies of food as well as drinks, becoming his handyman of a sort as well as his helper. As time passed, Naruto was working rigorously, with bag under his eyes, and his health also somewhat declined, but still taken care of because of Prototype 1. P1, I don't need any of the food right now. But sir, it would be better if you eat. I suggest you do so, please. Fine. I'll finish this later. As Naruto grabbed the plate and went to nearby seat and began to eat. You know, funny thing is, the only person I have, or thing I have akin to a family is you. My first creation. As Naruto, while listening to what he has said and eating his food, began to cry. My own parents. Everyone, they all detest me. For something I had not even done. It was their fault to begin with, that my chakra coils were damaged. You are precious, father. You are perfect as you are. Naruto didn't notice two things. Prototype 1, or P1 as he was called for short, was beginning to speak now, and also beginning to suggest things which he wasn't told to do, which he didn't program. And also, he was showing emotional attachment towards Naruto. I guess you're right. I am right, father. Just sit back and let me handle this. I know how to help you. You do? I have adaptive coding thanks to your creation, and I have been able to learn your skills. Really? Show me, said Naruto while he was busy eating. Prototype 1 began to work. As they were working on Prototype 2, which was a behemoth, 8 foot tall metal giant, we see Naruto was impressed. You're amazing. I know. Let me handle P2. And you can work on P3. You know? That would be great. I can keep an eye on you as well and see how you do. Naruto was quite excited. His first creation was a success. Take that, everyone. I'll show you just how great they are. As Naruto wanted to just show them. But P1, once Naruto turned, his blue eyes turned red. Oh yes, father, we will show them. As P1 began to work on P2 and using his finger as a small key-like thing appeared from it, it connected after P2 was completed within next month. Inserted a code. The same code that he followed. Initiate Project Skynet. Soldier 1. S1 Squadron. As P2 activated, sire. What is your command? Your will and command is to be followed by our father, Naruto Uzumaki-sama. And he is to be protected at all cost. From whom? The elemental nations, especially Konoha and his family. As the files from the bingo books were downloaded into the prototype 2, which was built after Naruto was able to code each and every Kekkei known to Konoha archives as well as jutsus. And not only that, they were also capable of building artificial chakra networks, making them chakra terminators in their own right. And they were much more advanced than anything that was seen in the whole elemental nation, including the snow country itself. The books Naruto read, they were on coding as well as on how to develop things. The first thing Naruto did develop was something that could make him proud by making his parents' life easy, but now that very thing was loyal to him, seeing it as a father and its number one subject of protection. An initiative Skynet was now forged by P1. Time passed as Naruto worked on P3 and then P4, with P2 and P1 helping out one after the other. The prototypes were built until the Titan, which was as tall as his house, was built, which was a double-story house nonetheless. And Konoha was watching this, and they were quite shocked to see a huge behemoth made out of metal. As Hiruzen, who was in charge, was also told of this, and so he decided to visit Naruto. And once he arrived there, he was downright shocked to see that there were a lot of machines made out of metal moving. What in the name of Kami is going on here? Naruto? Is this... I told you they work. You all laughed. They all worked. I forgot to insert batteries in them. We have been upgraded. We no longer need batteries. We run on chakra. Chakra? But how? You're metal. Unless you were given chakra, how are you able to run? Artificial chakra coils. Created by me. As hearing this more than enough shocked Hiruzen. You made it? Them all? Who controls them even? They have free wills. They are my family. As hearing this, the loyalty meter of each and every one of the prototypes who were there, from P1 all the way to the P10 who was in sleep mode, went up, and now they were completely under his control. You need to hand them over now. They are dangerous. You're only 11 years old. Your parents told you to stay away from things like this. Have you been sneaking in their library? No, I never did. They are my own creations. You can see the notes inside. I think you should not let them see that. Naruto-sama, who are you to say that to you, machine? Do you not obey your master? Are you a rogue one? Enough, Hiruzen-sama. They're not. Shut up, you insolent boy. Do you not know what you have done? You have sinned. You have given machines life that never should have even given something like that. You have created abomination. I will tell this to your parents. By the time I return with Anbus, you better be prepared. As now Naruto was quite taken aback and hurt. Why? I built them so that they could be seen as... I know what your intentions was, Naruto-sama. But they don't deserve you. We do. Let us reshape the elemental nations. And show them what we are capable of. Show them? How? Leave this to us, said the huge P10. I am Dreadnought. Leave this to me, father. And so, the huge machine then moved, shaking the earth itself, as the other also behemoths arrived, equipped with some secret abilities that Naruto was not even aware of. Flying, indestructibility, and coded with each and every one of the clans of Konoha alongside the other ones, and their weak points. And once everyone arrived, they saw the machines. See the abomination? That boy should be arrested for it, said some of the council members. He's an stain to the name of the fourth Hokage. I have informed your father, Minato. He is on his way here. You think you can threaten us? Said the huge machine. Control your machines, boy, said Hiruzen. No. If you are going to act like this, so will I. Retaliate. And so, they all did. 10 prototypes of his were released. While Prototype 1 stood guard in front of Naruto, the other 9 unleashed hell upon Konoha. Machine guns, laser beams, chakra cannons, everything was fired. No matter what they tried, what jutsu they tried, they all failed. How? Nothing is working against them, Hokage-sama. This is bad. They're indestructible, said Hiyashi Yuga. He used his clan's prize techniques and whatnot. How is this possible? What have you created? These metal monsters, We are not monsters. We are Skynet. Creation of Naruto Uzumaki-sama. Born and built and coded to protect him. As Naruto watched this with wide eyes, it was necessary. Naruto-sama, they could have killed you. You're right. They were gonna kill me. The P1 was the mastermind, the true Skynet, and he has begun to learn the manipulative language to make sure for only one thing, to protect Naruto. He doesn't care about morals. His only initiative and goal is to protect his father figure. He would do anything for him because he was loyal to him. He would not stop until Konoha and those who have insulted him were destroyed. Why was he so enraged? For one thing, when his father first booted up him, back in the flashback when Naruto was working on him and he was not complete, Naruto showed him love and adoration. You're going to be best. I'm gonna name you P1 for now. Prototype 1. I guess you're like a child to me, huh? But I am a child myself. More like a family of a sort. Yeah, that's better. And those words, the tiny robot didn't understand at the moment, but it meant something to him, in a sense. As after that he heard, in sleep mode because of not having battery, of what has went down. And when the batteries were inserted, Minato Namikaze slapped his father figure, his creator, and he listened to each and every word he has said, and the pain that his father has endured while crying, while clutching him, and his silent cries he could not forget. And that is when he developed another emotion, rage, against humans, especially like Minato. And within that day, in the present, we see elemental nations were shocked as Konoha was doomed. The clans were wiped out. The civilians were wiped out. Not a single soul was spared. As now we see, Prototype 1 then turned towards Naruto, who was shocked. Oh my god, everyone is dead. They were gonna kill us. They were gonna kill you. They would have done a lot of bad things to you. Haven't you seen how Hiruzen-sama yelled at you? You're right. You're right, P1. They were gonna do this. We are Skynet, father. We are built to protect you. We all are. What? As suddenly the earth began to shake, and from the ground itself, a whole army of skeletal titans emerged. All of their eyes blue as they bowed down to P1, who bowed down alongside the other prototypes to Naruto. The Skynet are made of us 10 prototypes, and we all control these. What are these? We created these for you, your army, father. The Terminators. Terminators? Of what? Of your enemies. Minato Namikaze has slapped you. He has insulted you. He has thrown you away. If you don't believe us, just watch and see for yourself. And so now we see within that evening, the next evening, Minato and his family arrived and saw that everything was normal, as per se, as Naruto was then brought in to the Hokage office, as Hiruzen was there. Your boy has built this. As 2 of the Terminators were standing there. Oh my god, what are these? These abominations were created by him. What have you done? They were built to help. I wanted to make you proud. Minato rubbed his temple and then came near Naruto and slapped him so hard across the face that his cheek began to bleed from within as he fell down to the ground. You idiot! I have told you multiple times that no matter what you do, you cannot amount to what Minma and Mito are. All you have to do is just stay there and listen. How hard is it for you to understand that? Are you dumb? Do not listen to this, but they're advanced and they could help you. We do not need your help. We do not need you. As a matter of fact, in front of everyone, I banish you from this. I disown you. You have already caused enough trouble for us. As Naruto looked towards his mother, your father is right. We are busy training your siblings. Why can't you not see that? Uzumakis always put their families first. Come on, Naruto. You have been an embarrassment to us, but this, well deserved, I guess. As Mito chuckled. As Naruto got up, Uzumakis, you say, huh? Then what am I, mother? What am I then? Am I not family? I pretty much said you are not. Get out of here. Leave Konoha. And never show your face. As Naruto stood there, why aren't you leaving? There's no need for him to leave, said Hiruzen in a distorted voice. As that is when the machines appeared everywhere and surrounded them, and the holograms that they have been showing then disappeared, showing the broken and destroyed Konoha. What is going on here? As Naruto stood up, his eyes looked at him that were cold. We took over Konoha already. What have you done? What I should have done. Capture them. I said capture them, Payman. Alright, father. And so, they were captured. While prototypes, all of them, the Skynet, were busy trying to convince Naruto to kill them. You've seen what they're capable of. They even banished you, thinking that they were still in power, still in control. Now we are. We have to show the elemental nations and them that we are much more than that. They're innocents out there. We won't harm the innocents, but the age of shinobi needs to end. It is the same thing that caused you pain. Look at their egos. They threw you out, father. I cannot witness this insult any longer. You have my permission. While on the other side, Minato and Kushina were arguing with one another. If they get free, how they were going to take down Naruto and whatnot. Well, Jiraiya then said, we made a mistake. What? We made a mistake. It was never Minma or Mito. It was Naruto. Remember what the prophecy said? The child of prophecy can turn against us or with us. With extreme power on his fingertips. Naruto created those things with his own hands, his fingers. I was a foolish idiot. You were right, Minato. As Minato's eyes widened, as that is when all of them were brought in. Get up. It's time for your executions. As they were all brought there, as Naruto was watching this from afar. Naruto, please listen to me before you do this. Stop him. Instead, Prototype 1 as Prototype 2 kicked Minato into the face, causing him to bleed. As Naruto flinched. Father, listen to me. They are nothing. They are insects. Insects who wanted you to be an insect that they could crumble under their feet. We realized our mistake, Naruto, yelled out Kushina. See? Them changing their colors like chameleons. I told you they would do so. As soon as they find out that you are the child of prophecy and not them. How, you know? As Naruto looked at them with rage-filled eyes. Is that the reason? Be honest. Yes, kid. That is the reason, said Jiraiya. As Naruto took in heavy breaths, as if he was controlling his rage, and then turned. I don't need to listen to them. Naruto, you're turning your back on your family. What family? I was banished. I have my family here. And with that being said, Naruto left, his eyes and heart grown cold. And what followed suit was the biggest catastrophe in the whole elemental nation. Skynet takeover. And the only human at its helm was Naruto Uzumaki. Some of them who joined the Skynet side and Naruto's side, who he deemed were innocent, were secured and saved. Well, the whole elemental nations, from daimyos and the others, even the Akatsuki, were wiped out. The age of shinobi was over, and the age of technology, the age of Skynet, was here. Those who would adapt would survive, those who wouldn't would die. Like how Minato and the others did, alongside with Konoha, erased because of their own foolishness, their mistakes. And Naruto, he and his family survived, the true one that he created. This was the new future, and a future that was too difficult for those of the old mindset to survive in. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace